a few years ago, I was the first female supervisor in a workshop of about 600 to 800 maintainers.
And for younger people who are getting into the degrees, and how can one develop the softer skills? Because as you are working with the people, you understand need to have management or managing or working with people skills. How do you have found your pathway there for yourself?
Yeah, I think it's stuff you have to do outside of the traditional learning means. There's plenty of courses you can do on leadership, but it's really around, and your leadership changes as you go through the journey. So it's really about understanding where you are right now and what your team needs or how you want to be perceived as a leader as you go through that journey. There's some great books to read that people have reflected on their own leadership journey. You can kind of draw parallels towards your own, but I think it's really important to seek alternative learning pathways to sort of develop those soft skills because they are just not, if not more important than the technical skills.
And in the journey, I think the role of them, for me, where we had a lot of managers who became mentors, and people who have contributed to in my career, not just directly, but indirectly. They were not managers, but they were mentors. And I sought them, many of them by myself. So you seek them out. How do you see in your spaces the idea of seeking a mentor? Not just, yes, you've been plonked or given a mentor to work with, but you're seeking one which associates with your, aligns with you in your values. So how do you see that playing in your spaces?
Yeah, I think so. A few years ago, I was the first female supervisor in a workshop of about 600 to 800 maintainers. And, that was a time where I needed a lot of support and I couldn't find a mentor that had been in that space that could understand within my organisation because I was sort of the first one going into this space.
You can try Julia Gillard.
Sorry?
You can try Julia Gillard.
Yeah.
She has done into male spaces, but yes.
Yes, yeah. And so then it was like I needed to go outside of my normal means to find that mentor that could support me. And it was looking, yes, there were some leaders within the business that would help and support me, but there was also this piece that I needed that was missing. And so looking at outside of my organisation, it was talking to others to be like, hey, this is what I'm going through. Do you know someone that's had a similar experience that I could talk to? And looking within other organisations within my industry, because I might have been the first one at this mine site within this specific workshop, but there's definitely other females that have gone through that process before me as well for me to be able to lean on and get that support.